Hi, third grade. Today we are going to continue looking at simple machines. Now, we looked at simple machines last week and we learned about 6 different types. Today we're going to be focusing on just 4 types of simple machines. Now, for those of you that are new to our class, we are looking at simple machines, and what they do is help us make work easier. Now, there are 2 things that go into work. The first is called force, and that is the push or a pull of an object. Now, when that moves, so there's force and it moves, when you push or pull it, that is called work. So an example of that is maybe picking up a basket of books and moving it somewhere. That would be called work. Now, simple machines make this easier. The 6 simple machines that we look at are inclined plane, a screw, a pulley, wheel and axle, wedge, and levers. Now, we went over these last week, but if you are new to our classroom, I encourage you to look at these and look at the form and the function. What is the form of a screw? What does it look like? And then why would we use a screw? We'd use a screw if we wanted to hold objects together. Same thing for a wheel and axle. It's shaped like a circular frame moving through a rod. And then the function, what it does, is the wheel rotates around a rod and it decreases the force. So go ahead, if you are new, I want you to go through each one of these and look at the form and the function. We also went through some of these vocabulary words. A simple machine is a machine with few or no working parts, and it makes work easier. Now, if we put 2 of those simple machines together, we call that a compound machine. An example that we used last week was like a fishing pole because it has a pulley and it also has a lever. Force, we talked about force and work, and load is the object to be moved or lifted. All right, now for our assignment today. For our assignment, you will have to read through, actually we'll read through this together and listen through the 4 kinds of simple machines we're going to be looking at. And then on the second page, we are going to start our quick project. Now for our project, we are trying to solve this problem. And you'll have to read that in the box and then answer I think there's 4 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4 questions below it, okay? We're trying to move a box of books onto a table and you'll have to answer the questions to start brainstorming. This is our brainstorm page on how to get that to work using simple machines. All right, let's begin at the top. Simple machines. What are simple machines? Simple machines are machines that have few or no moving parts. We use these machines to help make work much easier. But how do these machines help? Simple machines make our lives easier by changing the amount of force or the direction of the force being applied or added. There are 4 simple machines that we use most often in our lives. An inclined plane is a slanted surface that helps to either lift up or lower an object. Think of a slide. It is much easier to slide down when it is slanted than if it is straight across. A lever moves around a point to increase or decrease the amount of force. A pair of scissors has 2 blades connected to one point, which helps the scissors to move. Another example of a simple machine is a pulley. A pulley uses wheels and a rope to raise, lower, and move an object. Think of the American flag. When it is on a pole, we pull a rope attached to wheels to help us move the flag to the top of the pole. A wheel and axle also helps objects move. The wheel and axle is a wheel with a rod and axle through the center. Some examples of wheels and axles are bicycles, Ferris wheels, and wagons. Simple machines do not change the amount of work we have to do. we would still have to push the box in order to move it from one area to another. By using simple machines to help, we are making our work easier. Now you will probably have to read through parts of this again to help you with the second part. Again, the problem is you're lifting a box of books onto a table. It's too heavy for you to lift it, and you will need a simple machine to help you get it on the table. Brainstorm what you could use to solve the problem by answering the questions. You can go back to the following passage and highlight evidence that makes you think that that is the best simple machine to use.